Well, what was that YouTube video?
So it was a friend of the girl, okay, and he was showing texts that she sent him where she was like, "I'm partying with two poor."
Okay, let me ask
whoever.
you a question. Is that guy, girl, what I think it's a guy, is that a
guy.
transgender?
Well, it's a gay guy. He said it in the video because people think he's dating her. He's like, "I'm gay." I was like, "Well, who thought that?" But anyway,
Right, like we had no clue, right?
Yeah. So he was showing texts from her where she was like, "I'm partying with two poor and whatever." Now I just fucked a WWE wrestler and I'm next to him in bed right now. And he was saying that the issue was she's a drug addict. She lives with her dad. Her dad pays the bills, and she was supposed to go to rehab. And if she was staying out all night partying and her dad found out, he was going to cut her off and whatever, kick her out of the house. Like this is what he said, and so she made up a story that she was drugged and raped. Like this, that's what her friend said. So, and he has texts from her being like, "Oh, I'm having a great time. I'm partying. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. We're smoking weed."
Really?
And yeah.
Yeah, and the guy,
Wow.
because I saw a little piece of it, and I was like, and it says something like, I'm here sleeping or partying with Enzo Amore, and then the guy goes, "Well, oh no." She just said, "I fucked a famous professional wrestler."
Yeah.
And then the guy goes, which was a very good point. He said, "Well, if you were raped, why would you say fucked? Why wouldn't you say you were just raped?" And she did it like twice.
Yeah, she did it twice. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. And then he was like, I just want you to know, you don't know her. I do. She's a crazy bitch. So I was actually talking to Meltzer, and he brought it up too. And he was just saying that, the same thing, that basically, she has all these texts and that she needed to cover her ass because she was supposed to be in rehab and she was actually partying. I think where she fucked up is making it public. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because then her dad, but anyways,
Let me tell you something. Somebody like that doing, like, falsely accusing somebody on Twitter and go public and stuff, that should put you. You should go to jail if that's not true.
Yeah, just like like
you
that.
Should go to jail. That's trying.
Like,
that's trying to defame somebody, and
Right,
I mean,
right.
That should be something you should get your ass thrown in jail.
Yeah, because he got fired. And here's the thing: if Meltzer was telling me that the reason he felt he got fired, besides the fact that he had previous heat, right? Because a mutual friend of ours was telling us, that he had heat for like being in. I couldn't believe this, being in the club with the belt.
Yeah.
Come on. Of course you're gonna get heat with the boys for that.
Yeah.
And that being late for bus rides and
being wasted at the airport. Yeah.
Huh?
Being wasted at the airport.
Right, being wasted at the airport. So, of course that's gonna get you heat. So he already had heat. Plus, Meltzer was saying that he thought the reason he was fired is because he didn't tell Vince, right? And that he was doing coke.
Well, yeah.
So I guess, huh?
Yeah, and he was in the environment where there was coke, there was meth, there was whatever, and you know what I mean.
Right, and so
that's what I had said. Like, that's enough to get you fired from your job, especially if you got a wellness policy.
But if he hasn't,
especially
if he hasn't failed a test, then they can't prove that he was partaking or whatever, right?
But I guess somehow they knew he did do it. I don't know how. That's what Meltzer told me. But here's the other thing that is weird. What if we find out that she was lying? So they fired this guy for a chick that made up a lie.
Well, though she could be lying about the rape, but I don't think she's lying about some of the other details.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the other details is probably what got him fired. Plus, I heard the reason they fired him is because he didn't tell them about these allegations.
Right.
Back in October when it happened.
Right.
They found out. And then I guess they had written him into the show significantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Supposedly, like we heard, and then he screwed everything up. By not telling them that it's a bad PR. So
no wonder. Imagine this. So he knew he was written all over the show, which makes sense when Conrad said he had that shirt that said "This is the best day of my life" or something like that. Remember?
Tomorrow's going to be even better.
Tomorrow's going to be better, not knowing what was awaiting him. You know what I'm saying?
Here's what I read. I don't know if you guys knew this part, but he was written significantly into the show, and his part was going to be he was going to come out and talk shit to all the DX and Scott Hall and all those guys. And then take all the moves like the Revival wound up doing, like the super kick and whatever, the Famouser and stuff. That was going to be his slot, but since he was written out.
And I would have loved to have seen Scott Hall go on the mic with him, because Scott still has it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Scott can still go, and I don't know if he's quick enough to stay with Scott straight up. And but you know what I thought was, this is the the marks.
It's Husey. Hello.
The marks in the wrestling business still were, I read this over and over yesterday of like, I can't believe that, they put all these old guys over the Revival, and I can't believe that they used the best tag team. Bro, they got the biggest rub they could have ever had, and I am positive both of them enjoyed being super kicked by Shawn Michaels and beat up by everybody in that fucking group, and it is what it is. It's a nostalgic feel-good moment. But I can't believe how many people are up in arms about this. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's fake. It's just like I said. These fan base get so. If somebody's from NXT,
right,
it's like they need to be the champion.
Right.
That's the way the fans treat.
Remember, we used to have that same problem with KG and Ryan Satin. They were just like fans. I'm like, bro, you obviously don't understand the business. Okay, are you guys ready for the world famous disco list?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.